Hey, generic music commentator number 574 coming in to talk about Playboi Carti's new album, Music. I got y'all. What's going on, guys? It's Bryce here. We're back. And like I just said, hey, we're talking about Playboi Carti's new album, Music. Kind of a review kind of thing, but more of like a conversational piece. Because I want to talk about how Playboi Carti brought back kind of the mixtape era and kind of encapsulated all of his inspirations from that era and brought it back to a modern time. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. So Playboi Carti's new album, Music, is finally out. I mean, we waited 5 years for it, man. And, you know, since then, I've been making some content on the album. I got a full reaction to it. I got a full tier list, a ranking of all the tracks on it. So those are some more specific, you know, album-related media if you want to get into it. But today, we're talking about how this man, Playboi Carti, brought back the mixtape era. Y'all remember Mixtape Monkey? Y'all remember Dat Piff? We back, baby. We back. So I want to go over like the marketing of this album and actually get into the actual album itself. Since we actually got the album, all right, I'm done talking about this rollout. I've been talking about this rollout for 5 years. I'm done. Can you believe it? I'm done. Now we just have to wait for the Baby Boy rollout. That album is not dropping this year. It is not. Don't even, that shit is just not, it is not coming out. Coming up, you know, to the roll-up to Music, you know, it's been a few years. All right, and through this, it's kind of gone through changes, whatnot, all of that. You know, Playboi Carti was like posting him listening to like old classic, you know, hip-hop on his Instagram story, and like going into the album, we got a pretty explicit reference to Lil Wayne. You know, he literally has iammusic tattooed on his face, you know, especially this old inspiration of him wearing a jacket with like damn near the same font. And we got some of these like old covers, you know, that were being released as the album rollout was coming out, paying homage to the Dedication series by Lil Wayne, showing that this was kind of going in that direction. I mean, even looking at the way Playboi Carti is dressed. Look at him here with the host of the tape, DJ Swamp Izzo, which I want to even get into because this man just is just hosting and screaming all over the shit. If you don't like him on this album, I know what you are. This shit is amazing. Swamp Izzo is one of my favorite parts of this album. Swamp Izzo, I wish you a very nice life. I love this man. He has like 1 trillion tags on this album. I don't care. It is awesome. He's just screaming in the back. I love it. Lil Wayne, even going back, has like a little ad-lib on here too, which is cool to see that, you know, the influence is there. You know, this Atlanta kind of sound, of course, Wayne's not from Atlanta, but this Atlanta kind of sound going in to the mixtape. We got it hosted. All right, all that. We got hella sound effects all over all the tracks. You know, a lot of controversy about the snare rolls, whatnot. You know, if you, like I said, if you want to get into my track-by-track basis, I got videos for them linked in the description, all that. But, you know, kind of taking inspiration from the old mixtapes, and they have, like, these old classic sounds. And we've seen other more modern artists kind of do this in their own way. I'm looking at, like, Bear One Boss, High C, even producers like TDF, really taking advantage of, like, that, like, just sound effects, bro. Throw them in there. Slap them in there. It's kind of like ad-libs, but it's made by a computer. It's kind of awesome. And I think this has been exaggerated by some of those artists, but I think Carti didn't exaggerate it that much in this album, and I think it fits right in that kind of mixtape lane. You know, a true, like, you know, hosted mixtape, they be having motherfuckers like the DJ be like giving out his like phone number and email on the old Gucci Mane mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't quite as explicit in your face, but I still enjoyed that. Like, I really wish, like, on this tape, like a song or two had reloaded intros, you know what I'm saying? Like, where the intro just comes in fucking hard. Like, imagine Crank just came in exactly how it came in, and then, like, DJ, you know, does the little fucking DJ spin table, fucking screws that shit out, and they're like, oh, Swamp is on the back, hold up, they ain't ready, we about to come back in. And then Evil Jordan, like, bear. Hey. It could have been hard. I think that was a missed. Those are some of my favorite things about like old mixtape songs is when they get reloaded intros, bro. That shit is always cold. It is a huge missed out opportunity here, but I'm kind of picking apart the album, less about what's on the album and what could have been on the album. I'm not Carti, so I understand. But what is on the album is a lot of samples, a lot of really classic, cool samples that Carti used almost as like remixes, almost like, you know, how old mixtapes would be. You could throw whatever you want on it. Shit is free. It don't matter if you're remixing Outkast, Lil Wayne, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? That was the whole Dedication Lil Wayne series, you know, literally. So it's like, this kind of goes right up the lane. But some of these samples here, a big one here, Crank, it samples SpaceGhostPurrp. Fuck Taylor Gang, not a diss, we just not dick riders, which was a snippet we've had for a while. And this is one of my favorite, like, songs, bro. Like, Crank is amazing on the fucking album. The sample on that, I've been listening to this track for years, bro. For literally a year. I remember listening to Blackland 66 and I was like, hey, this shit kind of goes, bro. Plenty of sound effects on this mixtape, literally sampling from a classic mixtape that Carti, you know, he's been around SpaceGhostPurrp. They've beefed. SpaceGhostPurrp is a clinically insane person. He's threatened to murder me and my entire family. Literally, that's real, by the way. That what I just showed you is literally real. But hey, I can appreciate it. And on Philly, he's not sampling YoungBoy, but he's using the same sample, and the beat is damn near identical to NBA YoungBoy's song, Carter's Son, which, you know, kind of, you look at that, Lil Wayne, baby. Some more Lil Wayne, little nod there. Cocaine Nose remixing Ashanti's Only You, which is really dope to see some some old R&B kind of stuff in there, which was a lot of the kind of music Carti was posting on his stories up to the album. So I love seeing that. Like Weezy sampling Rich Kid's Bend Over, and a lot of these are literally it's less of a sample of oh, I think I heard that one little noise. Nah, these are remade beats pretty much, just modernized old sampled beats. I mean, it's the same shit on Like Weezy. Like Weezy's the best song of the album. Argue with a goddamn fucking wall. Don't care. And then with Walk, we have it sampling Bankroll Fresh's Sydney, which is, come on, man. Hey, I literally the same beat damn near, and damn, bro, that's a classic in the streets, you know what I'm saying? But I love seeing Carti kind of take pieces here, you know what I'm saying? Rich Kids is that old kind of swag rap, almost Soulja Boy-ish, Bankroll Fresh, street stuff, Ashanti, R&B, Philly, you know, the recent YoungBoy connection there, Crank, showing back to his roots to a classic old mixtape, one of the probably most critically acclaimed mixtapes of that era because of just everything surrounding SpaceGhostPurrp during that legendary era. So it's hey, shout out Carti actually throwing together a real mixtape. And you guys already know the memes on here are crazy. Yeah, Opium Baby sound like this. Like Weezy, yeah, let's put a video of Tisa Corinne there. I get it, bro. This shit has been infectious. It really has been. And, you know, the marketing for it is kind of mixtape, old inspired. We already talked about the old dedication cover, even the Smack DVD clip that was coming out and all that, and even going through the actual singles that got released all of 2024. Bro, they were not on streaming platforms, they were on free services like YouTube and Instagram, kind of similar to a DatPiff, you know what I'm saying, and kind of similar to just free music, you know, not even SoundCloud, which is SoundCloud is the era after the mixtapes, you know what I'm saying? So he purposefully, you know, he easily threw that shit on SoundCloud, no sample clearance and anything, of course, but he didn't. And I think this is kind of why, you know, even looking at the Opium Baby music video, having that classic, you know, at the top, having his Instagram links there, that shit is dope, bro. That shit is cool as fuck. Now, this isn't exactly a review of the album, so I'm not going into exactly my thoughts on every single track here. Like I said, full reaction, full track list rating. It's tier list rating. It's in the description down below, but I do enjoy this album for the most part. There are parts of the album I have issues with, you know, that are, and it's not even I think they're bad songs. I'm just not trying to listen to that. 5-year-old Young Thug and Gunna collab repurpose for a Playboi Carti album, and you threw Ty Dolla $ign on it. Hey, gang, I'm good on that. I love Thug, one of my favorite artists ever. I literally kiss his shoes, but I'm good on that. And I find myself really enjoying the more mixtape, classic kind of aspects of it that I went over in this video. Those samples, a lot of the sound effects, Swamp Izzo, come on. I just think that the marketing for this could have been a little bit more focused on the mixtape shit, because someone like me, and most of you guys watching this, can listen to this and see that, but the average person's gonna listen to this and is gonna be a little confused, you know, even down to the variety of sounds on here. There's 30 songs in here, plenty of different sounds, 3 to 5 songs for every sound on here, you know what I'm saying? So it goes through, cuts the bases. The features on here are more so album centric. I think he could have got some cool, maybe, I don't know, I would like to see Rocky on here or something like that. I don't know. But apart from that, ranking it against Playboi Carti's discography, I think this is my least favorite Playboi Carti album. Now, I still think it's great. I still think it's good. There's just it's 30 songs. It's a long album. So I think a third of that album, I'm just on. You know, I'm just on. I like some of those 10 songs I can pick or choose from. But the other half of those, I'm good on completely. And it's I expected something, I don't want to say different from Carti, but I expected to damn near the whole album. Now, given the concept, 30 tracks, all this I'm saying, all the mixtape, all that, it's cool, bro. It's playlisty, it's mixtapey, some in there for everyone. Pick what you want, pick what you don't, it's all good. And, you know, we did get plenty singles last year. We keep getting leaks even to this day. So it's I'm not even upset. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. And then next, I think that his top 3 is damn near interchangeable, but I'm probably going to put Self-Titled, and then I'm probably going to say Die Lit, and then I still think Whole Lotta Red is his best album, and, you know, and those top 3 are damn near 10 out of 10s. Interchangeable music is I'm not good with number ratings, but I'll put it an 8.5 maybe, you know. It's still good. That's not a bad rating. Come on now. It's just bro, Carti has personally for me, an undefeated discography. maybe this album will grow on me a little bit more. It's just, you know, it's clear he was taking a more simple route, and I don't think that's to say the music's simpler or shittier, even though I just said it was simpler, but I'm saying like a more traditional, you know, route. And there are new sounds on here, some of the more rock-inspired stuff. There definitely is, but it's just like, hey, this man Carti wanted to do something a little bit out the box for him, which is in the box for a lot of other people. Bringing back the mixtape stuff, I think is dope. I think what would really be dope post-album is like if Carti would just turn into like a Future or like a Travis Scott. And like hearing that might sound like the worst thing ever, but by that I don't mean the music, quality of music, the type of music. I don't mean anything like that. I'm saying like, bro, this man is super active on socials to this day. It's been over a week that the album's come out. Still posting hella stories on Twitter, retweeting hella people's stuff, bro. Let's see you on some features. Let's see you pop out and do some features like you did last year. You did a few last year, but let's see you like become a real like prominent member, you know what I'm saying, of the music trap community. I want some government mandated Playboi Carti features. I would love for that to be a meme. You know the government mandated Gunna features, government mandated Travis Scott features that we got like 4 of them on this album. Was not a huge fan of that, must say. I love Travis Scott, but on this album I was good on that. I would like to see Carti become more regular. When Nav drops, I want to see Carti on that bitch. When Thug drops something, I want to see Carti on the bitch. You know what I'm saying? I want Carti to be a prominent member in the trap scene. I want him to be featured on lots of things. I think something like that is almost more exciting than just begging for another album. Because we know Carti, this man's, he's going to lie to us. He's going to build the hype up for years. He's going to blue ball. He's going to do all this strategic marketing stuff to make us want an album called Baby Boy more than our next breath. And in order to do that without having to drop an album, you know, and drop hella music beforehand, I think Feature Run would be a great way for Carti to continue to be on top of the world. And we know he's going to do Rolling Louds. We know he's going to go on tour with The Weeknd. We know all that. But hey, man, I like to see my man Carti out there in the industry some more. I would like to see that. But if you guys enjoyed watching, that's about all I got for you guys today. So go make sure you go down there, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss any videos, updates, anything like that. Go in the description, follow my TikTok, Spotify, my Twitter, my Instagram, that weekly updating new music for our plays, and join my Discord down there too. And yeah, it's from Bryce. Peace.